out to Mr. Santana Moss for that. And yeah, Reedie's going to roll into the offense.
Yeah, so offensively, Debo, let's talk about Debo. 7 receptions for 77 yards. Jayden Daniels also contributed with going 19 to 30 for 233 and one touchdown. Bill also came in with 10 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown. Austin Eckler, he had 6 carries, 26 yards. Jeremy Nichols had 4 carries for 25 yards. And Debo had the one carry for 19 yards. I believe that was on a touchdown that he had.
Yeah, the in reference to the offense, especially like when we started out, with Eckler for what, like 2-3 series, and I'm looking like, where the hell is Bill? I was getting a little frustrated. The next thing you know, he ended up being out there on the next drive, and once he started kind of get his feet wet, they rotated them a little bit, but as in the second half, it was kind of like more of Bill back there. And I mean, he was shifty, like what we've been seeing, what we've been hearing, everything that they've been talking about with him and his running style. Thus far throughout this offseason, we saw that today. So shout out to the Rook for getting his first tutty. The Debo touchdown was electric. I mean, at that time, I was yelling for Debo Samuel anytime touchdown, and I had just slid my jersey on, and then one of the guys sitting behind us was like, "Don't put it on now. You ain't had that jersey on all game. It's gonna be bad luck." I'm like, "Nah, I believe in 5," and I'm like, "Debo anytime touchdown." And that as I'm talking to him, Debo goes in motions and comes around, get the ball, breaks some tackles and runs in the end zone. And the stadium just went crazy. Earlier on, Zach Ertz had his touchdown, the first touchdown of the game. So Ertz, still showing his fountain of youth that he's been, founding since he's, came back in the league and, with us. So I mean, it was a good day for the offense. I mean, they had some sloppy moments, penalties or whatnot. Terry on that fade was jogging, and
Yep.
Reedie wasn't happy about that. It was a guy behind us yelling, "Man, he's out of shape. He's out of shape." Going, just kind of, everybody was excited for Terry, but also he definitely took a few people was definitely taking a few shots at him, especially where they felt like he just wasn't giving a lot of effort early on. But I mean, he still managed to get a few catches, but he only ended up with 27 yards. Hopefully that he kind of can ramp up his uses and reps Thursday night against the Packers. But early on, even with Terry, they was doing a lot of rotating, and
Yeah.
we
I was,
saw a
I
lot
was
of
just about to
Chris.
say that.
We saw a lot of Chris Moore.
Yeah. I was just about to say that it was like every other play they were taking Terry out. And I was basically saying like, they're trying to ramp him up for that. But there were a few plays that Terry wasn't running. I guess he didn't think the ball was coming to him. So he wasn't going full speed. But like you said, on that fade route, if he's running full speed, that could have been a touchdown. Um,
Absolutely,
could have been a touchdown.
yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
but I just want to say this: JD5 wasn't super impressed with JD5 today. I thought that he kind of like held the ball a little bit too much sometimes, and kind of like he could have got the ball off without taking those sacks and stuff like that. It was kind of like he was kind of like a tad bit slow a little bit today. Still overall played a good game, but I just felt it was like he's not in his form as of yet. So he still has some rust that he needs to knock off um, as it relates to him in the passing game. I thought we would see more from the tight end position. Yeah, we had the touchdown from Ertz, but I thought we would, see a little bit more. It's kind of like a little stagnant offense a little bit. We were kind of like not on the field that much. You know what I mean? I felt like we had chances in the game where we could have been really dominant against the Giants, like as far as um, you know, pushing the ball down the field, and we didn't take advantage of those opportunities.
Yeah,
Clock management was absolutely abysmal as well. You know,
Yeah, the you timeout uses too. What was that? The end of the half, they end up calling that intentional grounding, and we end up not being able on that 2 minute drive, not being able to get nothing at the end of the half. Um, I mean, I think right before that we was at one timeout, we didn't have any timeouts or something like that. Then in the second half, there was a couple of timeouts that we used. Shit, by the end of the game, like all of the timeouts, even though we was up, like all of the timeouts were gone. So just think overall, like you said, it's game one. Everybody kind of getting back in the fold of things. I mean, we practice it all off season and whatnot, but in the game situations, it definitely kind of can, I guess, kind of catch people off guard or something. I'm not sure, but I think that as we continue to move along, we'll be able to fix a lot of these things. And Dan Quinn is definitely very much a coach that likes to be attention to details. So any issues that occurred, I feel like he's going to, do his best to correct them. But the team knows it was a sloppy game. It was the first thing out of when Jayden spoke today. He said it was sloppy. He said we're lucky to be able to get the win. It feels good to still be able to get a win in a moment like that because then you can, there's more to do. First game jitters and things of that nature. Everybody getting the kinks out. So I'm not too worried, but it's definitely something to monitor, keep your eye on, and yeah, get ready for Green Bay in this short week.
yeah, absolutely. Short turnaround. Playing Green Bay Thursday night up in Green Bay. What are we doing? Are we going to the game or are we not?
We're not going to that game. It's not going to make it. Every ounce of me wants to go to this game, but we're not going to make it. So I'm not even going to get my hopes up.
Yeah. Everybody's out there politicking in the parking lots. Yeah, man, we catching a flight to Chicago. We driving 3 hours.
Mm-hmm. They get real creative. I mean, because they're saying that Green Bay. It's not like I think they were saying that the stadium is like an hour away from the main airport. Then there's another airport there that's like 30 minutes away from the main airport or something like that. So it's just a lot of moving around and getting creative to kind of avoid because flying right into Green Bay, I've checked, but I also waited kind of late. But when I check, it's looking like a $1,000 round trip, and that's just not gonna work.
And that's just the flight. You ain't talking about the game ticket.
Just the flight. Now the game tickets will look manageable. Me and Reedie was looking at the prices. Look real manageable. But it's all in just getting there. So unless there's a team bus that we can hop on, we will not be in the building. Not in the building.
We wanna thank everybody that hopped on the live with us tonight. Please excuse me. I just popped up with some type of sickness. I don't know what's going on, like a head cold or something like that. But yeah, if you haven't already done so, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can get other informative videos and discussions when we have such as post game live. Also, please join us tomorrow for our Monday command, where we have a special guest. Rio Robinson will be on the pod tomorrow at 2 p.m. Please lock in with us on that. As well as we have another special guest coming probably Wednesday, but I haven't locked it in yet. So be on the lookout for that. A very special guest that we'll have going into this Green Bay game.
Yes. So yeah, well, tonight we're gonna keep it short. Tomorrow we'll kind of get a little more into the analytics of things after we definitely sit down and do another rewatch. But yeah, if bro don't have anything else to add, I'll mention our new sponsor.
I don't have anything to add.
All right, cool. So Reedie Zee has a new sponsor. So, sponsor shout out. We have sponsorship from Elite Locks. If you are from the DMV area or connected to this area, you definitely probably heard of Elite Locks. They're very popular and they be having the locks. The name is self-explanatory, but If you're looking to boost your winnings, Elite Locks has you covered. They put in research to handpick the best plays so you don't have to. Whether you're trying to make a quick flip or play the long game with high stake bets, they've got packages for every bettor. The best part, you're not just getting plays, you're getting expert advice to help you maximize your returns. Once you grab a package, just shoot them a screenshot of your payment in their DM, and you'll get an immediate access to your plays via a link. We're rocking with Elite Locks for a reason. Tapping with them and let's make money together. As always, gamble responsibly. If you need help, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. So, shout out to our new sponsor, Elite Locks. Salute to them, and, stay tapped in with us. Like you said, we'll be back on tomorrow, Monday Command at 2 p.m. with Rio. And then we still have the Burgundy breakdown Wednesday night. And possibly we may have a pop in on Burgundy breakdown maybe tomorrow night. We're still trying to work things out. So, the season's here. Your boys are busy. So yeah, lock in with us. Like, share, subscribe, refer us to a fellow Commanders fan. Share it out. We're on the road to 2K. We're just under 1.6K. So help us get to 2K. We have a goal to reach at least 5K by the end of the season. So, tap in with us. We love y'all. See y'all tomorrow.
Reedie Zee Shop. It's the Reedie Zee Shop.